Hey guys, PokeDan here with a new video. I know, right? I'm actually getting a bit better with the schedule. Anyway, as we all know, the most recent additions to the Pokemon franchise came at the end of last year with Pokemon Sword and Shield. And whereas there seems to be some mixed reactions for these games, overall I really enjoyed them, and that's for a lot of different reasons. As well as the return of regional variants, another feature that I was excited to welcome back was that of gym battles. Don't get me wrong, I really did like the Island Challenge in Alola, but at the same time it's nice to see the return of gyms. And it actually got me thinking about all the different gym leaders and layouts and which I preferred. So of course, I had to make a video about it. In this video, you join me in discussing my favourite and least favourite gym leaders from each region. It goes without saying, but this is of course all in my own opinion. So be sure to leave yours down in the comments section. But with all that being said, let's get started with the video. First up, we have the Kanto Region. And honestly, Gen 1 has some of the most iconic gym leaders out there. Who's my favourite though? Personally, I gotta go with Misty. I know the anime and games are their own things, but I loved Misty in the anime, and that love kind of just carried over for her character in the games too. As well as this though, I really like the typing that Misty's gym represents. The water type has some of the coolest Pokemon out there, and the Cerulean City gym leader uses some of my favourite water Pokemon. So of course that's another reason why I have a lot of love for Misty. When it comes to my least favourite Kanto gym leader, that was a difficult one to choose. There's not one gym leader from Gen 1 I dislike, so in the end I decided on Erica because her gym puzzle honestly isn't that thrilling. I know you could say the same for a lot of other gym leaders, Misty included, but they at least have something else about them that I like. Erica's just kinda there. Her design admittedly is quite elegant, but there's not much apart from that that's really appealing about Erica to me. All of this, of course, and her annoying ass Pokemon who have status condition moves. I hate that. Next up, we have the Johto Region, and there are so many gym leaders from Gen 2 that I like. However, my favourite has to be Claire. This Dragon-type gym leader is one badass lady, and her gym puzzle is one of my favourites from the Johto Region. When I was younger, I played Pokemon Soul Silver quite a lot because I loved the challenge that the game posed. And Claire was always one of the most difficult gym leaders I had to face. Dragon types are well known for being powerful, and hers are no exception because I always struggled battling her. But at the same time, I absolutely loved it, so that's why Claire is my favourite gym leader from Johto. So who's my least favourite? Well, that title belongs to Whitney. Let it be known I do not hate this character, but I also don't love her either. As everyone knows, Whitney's Miltank is one powerful Pokemon, and battling it always wound me up due to the moveset it had. At the same time though, it did make it feel just that bit better when I defeated it. And you'd think with such an intense battle, Whitney would have some powerful words to say. But no. Instead, she cries like a baby. Listen, I know a lot of sore losers, but Whitney's tantrum is just a whole different level. If she dealt with losing slightly better, she probably wouldn't be my least favourite gym leader from Johto. But I guess that's just how it is. So next up is Hoenn, and again this is a region with a lot of contenders for best gym leader. But this time the title goes to two characters who share a gym, being Tate and Liza. What I like about these characters is the fact that they're just different. Never before was there a gym where you'd have to take part in a double battle, and even the fact that these characters are siblings, it's just interesting. I remember battling them in Emerald, and for me, they weren't too difficult to defeat. But even still, the fact that they're so different has always fascinated me, and that's why I like them so much. My least favourite gym leader from Gen 3 is probably the one that I should like the most, and it's Norman. In the Hoenn games, this character also takes on the role of the player's father, so naturally you'd think there'd be a lot of build up to this gym battle and that it would be really interesting, but that wasn't really the case. The layout of Norman's gym and just the gym puzzle in general was fairly boring, and when it came to the battle with your father, again it was quite underwhelming. There are a lot of cool normal type Pokemon, but Norman's team consists of the Slakoth evolution line. This is different in some games in all fairness, however in the games I've primarily challenged him in, he used the same boring team, so yeah, I don't dislike Norman, he's just my least favourite in a good lineup of gym leaders. Next up is my favourite region, Sinnoh. And again, this is another generation that brought with it a lot of awesome gym leaders, and as for my favourite, I was honestly so torn. For me, it came down to either Crash Awake or Candice. But ultimately, I chose Candice, and here's why. Whenever I play through the Sinnoh games, I really enjoy working out the puzzle for Candice's gym. I pretty much know it off by heart now, but when I didn't, I just loved how difficult it was. As well as this, Candice's team consists of some of my favourite Sinnoh Pokemon, so it's always fun to take her on in battle. Finally, I just really like where the gym is located. Snowpoint City is stunning, and it's yet another reason why Candice is my favourite Sinnoh gym leader. So, who's my least favourite gym leader from Gen 4? Well, it was difficult because I love them all, but I decided on Byron. Ultimately, his gym isn't anything too interesting, and having picked Chimchar as my starter pretty much all the time, his team never really posed a threat. So Byron, I still love you, but you just need to toughen up a bit. Next, we have the Unova Region, and for this gen, I was once again torn on who I preferred, Marlon or Drayden. And even though they're both kings, Drayden very slightly takes the lead for me. This badass is a master of dragon-type Pokemon, and as I mentioned with Claire, they are difficult to battle. So that only made my gym battle with Drayden that bit more enjoyable. As well as this, I think the layout for Drayden's gym is just incredible. So that's clearly a win for Drayden. As for my least favourite gym leader from Gen 5, I was once again torn, but ultimately it's gotta be Lenora. To me, the layout of her gym is fairly dull, and whenever I have to complete it, it just gets boring. As well as this, the Pokemon Lenora uses are also kinda boring. Don't get me wrong, they're strong. You can tell that just by battling Watchog alone. But she uses the evolved forms of early route Pokemon. When I battle a gym, I want to see new Pokemon from later routes, so maybe throw in a Bouffalante or more realistically a Minccino on her team, and I'd like her a lot more. Next up, we have the Kalos gym leaders, and my favourite this time round has gotta be Clement. As well as loving his appearance in the anime, I did like seeing Clement pop up in Pokemon X and Y. Electric is my favourite type, so this does make a lot of sense, and yeah, it was cool seeing him there with Bonnie too. The puzzle for this gym could be a bit better, but that's the only bad thing I have to say about this gym leader. When it came to choosing my least favourite gym leader for Kalos, that was actually quite difficult. I say this because a lot of the Kalos gym leaders didn't really stick out to me and were just forgettable. But ultimately, my least favourite has gotta be Ramos. Again, this gym leader is just forgettable, and I can't even say he was that difficult to defeat in battle. In all fairness, his gym layout was awesome, but I still think there are better grass gym leaders out there. And finally, we have the Galar Region. Of course, this is the most recent generation and it brought us a lot of cool gym leaders. However, my favourite has gotta be Nessa. As soon as this character was revealed, she became an instant fan favourite, and when I faced her gym, I really enjoyed solving the puzzle. And as well as that, the actual battle against her was pretty fun too. So yeah, for these reasons, she is my favourite. As for my least favourite gym leader from Galar, unfortunately this has to go to Kabu. Now, as a character, I would say I like Kabu. It's just his gym that I don't like. To me, it wasn't fun at all to take on, and I wasn't a fan of it. It really left a bad taste when experiencing the gym. Even Kabu's team is somewhat predictable, but yeah, he's not that bad. Kabu just isn't my favourite Galar gym leader. But anyway guys, with all that being said, that pretty much wraps things up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, be sure to let me know who your favourite and least favourite gym leaders are down below. But with all that being said, for now, I've been PokeDan, you've been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.